Hello, this is Kate, the Daily Tarot Girl, and this is your weekly tarot card reading, and I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot for this reading. All right, so my intention with this reading is to get some ideas as to how we can make this week extra good, extra delicious, extra fun. So I also want to kind of get a sense of the overall energy of the week ahead and how we can really make the most of things. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. Each card will represent a portion of the upcoming week. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Okay, card number 1, this is for the beginning of the week. So this is Monday and Tuesday-ish. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands for the beginning of the week. And I love the energy of the 4 of Wands. There's something really uplifting, but also calming and stable about the 4 of Wands. And it makes me think of community, coming together. And it's also what I call like a hearth and home card. It's a homey card, and it's definitely like a homebody card. So I get a couple different messages with this card. So this week, and not just the beginning of the week, but I think the week in general, this week is a good time for inviting people into your home, like friends, family, people you want to socialize with, people you want into your home. This is a nice week for that. Or if that doesn't work for you, or that doesn't, appeal to you, going out into your community and connecting with people, socializing with people. So socializing, that's what I'm getting from this card, this feels like a very social card, and it feels like a good week for socializing, especially if lately you haven't felt like socializing or you haven't been doing a lot of socializing. 4 of Wands is kind of nudging you in that direction. It's saying, hey, this is actually really important this week. So I often see the 4 of Wands as a card of community and sharing with your community, offering something to your community, connecting with community in some way, and coming together for like a common purpose, or a shared purpose, or a shared goal, or, coming together to celebrate something. Okay, midweek, Wednesday, Thursday-ish, we have the 6 of Cups. This is also a social card about reaching out to others, helping others. So sometimes 6 of Cups is seen as a nostalgia card. It's about, returning to your hometown or getting in touch with old friends that you haven't heard from in a while, and maybe reminiscing about old times and things like that. But it can also be a card of making new connections, but it's a card about helping others in some way. Usually there's kind of an emotional basis to it because it's, the 6 of Cups. It's from the suit of Cups, and the Cups is all about emotion, feeling, relationships. So it's about reaching out to someone else, reaching out to someone and connecting with them or helping them on some sort of an emotional way, connecting with them on an emotional level. So if the example I gave of like reaching out to an old friend and reminiscing about old times, there's an emotional component to that, right? There's a bit of feeling involved there. Yeah, okay, I feel like there's something else I want to say. I feel like there's something that you have to offer someone. And it might be someone who I won't say is less fortunate, but like in this case, we have there's the guy with all the tools. He's the gardener. He's potted up this plant. He has the tools. He has the knowledge. He has the know-how to care for plants. And he's gifting a plant to this, looks like a little girl who probably doesn't have those tools or knowledge. So it's about sharing your knowledge, sharing your expertise, maybe sharing some resources. But there's definitely like an emotional component to this. And then the card for the end of the week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is the 10 of Swords. Okay, different vibe. Totally different vibe. So the first two cards feel very friendly. The third card is not friendly, and it shows someone who's been stabbed in the back by someone, and someone's running off. And this is the downside of human relationships, right? Is betrayal, feeling let down or feeling betrayed by someone. Now, the 10 of Swords, this is a fascinating card, actually. This is a really interesting card. And when it comes up in a reading, it's coming up to let you know that there's something that is ready to be healed. There's some sort of wound, whether it's a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual wound. There's some sort of wound that is ready to be healed. And there's also something about this card about blame, like blaming another person. It's hard to heal, and it's hard to get unstuck if a lot of your energy is wrapped up in blaming another person. So there's an element of letting that go to a certain degree so that you can start to heal. Oh yeah, and as I say letting go, I see that this crow is dropping a feather. So yeah, there's an element of letting go of something so that you can start to get unstuck, because the 10 of Swords has very, very much like a stuck energy to it. So you might find that you get to the weekend and you might feel like you're spinning your wheels or you're stuck in some way, or there's some sort of thing that's bugging you. Like when I say that there's something that's ready to be healed, it might not be something major. It might be something minor. After all, this is a minor arcana card. So keeping an eye out for that and knowing that healing, there's something that wants to be healed. There's something that's ready to be healed. And as you heal that thing, you begin to set yourself free. Okay, let's look at all of the cards now. I feel like this is about relationships this week. This is definitely about relationships. This is very much a heart-centered week. And I feel like the beginning of the week with the 4 of Wands, connecting with community. There's something about needing to be open-hearted and being willing to share parts of yourself with others so that you can really enjoy those genuine connections. And then 6 of Cups, also about sharing something. It's about helping, reaching out to someone. I mean, really both the 4 of Wands and 6 of Cups I see as being about kind of reaching out to others. And the importance of being open-hearted and sharing. And then we get to the 10 of Swords, and I feel like this is something, there's some maybe like a wound of the heart that is wanting to be healed. And this is going to look different for all of us. Some of us, this might be more of a mental thing that needs healing. After all, the 10 of Swords like the suit of Swords is about the mind. And so it could be about healing a belief that you have or a thought pattern. But for some reason, I'm thinking it has to do with some sort of wound of the heart, just based on the first 2 cards. Okay, I'm going to take one last look, see if anything else pops up. So this does feel like a good week to be social. This feels like a week where connecting with others and helping others might feel easier and more natural than it normally does for you. And at the same time, we have this little thorn in our side, the 10 of Swords. So not all is peachy and sunshiny. Things will come up. Things might come up this week. And just being aware of that and knowing that the key to getting unstuck this week, I think, the key to getting unstuck and the key to healing is about letting go of something. It's like you can't start to heal until you start to let go of something. You don't have to fully let go of it. That's big. That's stressful. But starting to let go of something, that is when you start to begin healing and you start getting unstuck. Okay, so this has been your weekly tarot card reading. My name is Kate, the Daily Tarot Girl, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to my channel or give me a like, leave me a comment, and let me know in the comments, what card were you most drawn to? Or maybe you saw these cards in a different way. Feel free to share your own interpretations in the comments. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful week.